You have fear. You're standing on your cliff edge and there's a beautiful pool at the bottom. You're struggling. You don't want to jump in because it's scary, right? It's fearful. There's a lot going on, but in your mind, there's lots going on. You're looking at others. They've got their own cliffs. They've got their own mountains. And you're not jumping. You're not stepping in. You're not climbing up your mountain. You're not conquering your fears. You're not stepping in. And this is what this video is about. And today, you're going to learn how to step into it and crush your goals and live your dreams because you deserve it. Let's go. So today we're talking about how we look on the edge of our cliff edge and we go say, how are we going to step in? How do we start to jump? How do we start to jump into that beautiful pool that we got down the bottom? So now when we've done, we're so proud of it. What happens first? We need to look about what happens first. It's usually about the stories we tell ourselves. It's usually about the things that are making us scared. Maybe we've got people around us that don't do these types of things. You know, we're the only one who's stepping into it. No one's done it before in your family. No one's done it before in your circle of friends. Maybe it's the judgment. Maybe it's the thinking, if I do this, I'm going to fail. I'm going to fall flat. I'm going to face plant. That's the point. So when you face plant, you get back up and you start again. The most important thing when you're doing these types of things is to have a really big vision, to have really something that you're going to hold on to, something that's going to hold you steadfast into what's going to make you do the things that you want to do. So for me, it's about inspiration. I had to do this work. I had to feel inspired. So I had to look back at my life and think, okay, when were the moments where I felt inspired? When were the moments that I had difficulty but I pushed through? When were the moments I felt proud of myself for pushing through? So if you go back to episode 1 of the podcast, you'll know my story. I was very proud of pushing through those moments, of going through the dark times. It's where it's got me now to here. But those were my cliff edges. Those were my things, the mountains, the difficulties, the hardships. But that's moulded me. That's made me discover new things. And this is why I've got into coaching. This is why I'm doing these videos. This is why I do my 1 minute videos. This is why I do all the content that you got. This is why I do the blog. Everything's below in the comments. Go and have a look. That's why we launched the InspirationNation coaching. Again, links below. It's because I believe that everyone's got supersonic talent. You've got something inside, you're just afraid to step into it. When I speak to people, it's a lot around the difficulties they've gone through and they don't want to go back there. They don't want to go back to those dark times. They want to move on. They want to move on to the things that they want to achieve, get the excitement back, feel those visceral feelings they felt when they felt excited and proud of themselves. And you can get these too. The way to do it is to step in, but to step in slowly. Some people say, I'm going to burn the boats, I'm going to go that. But for me, I'm quite risk averse. I want to make sure that if I jump, I'm going to minimise all the risks possible. But I'm going to have to jump in. There's going to be some element of risk. There's going to be something that's going to run, and I'm going to fail a lot. The key is how you bounce back from that failure. How do you look at failure? Do you look at failure going, hey, I'm not going to try that again, that's it. I'm not going to try that, I'm giving up. That's it, done, I'm giving up. Now it's a lot, but I used to do that. So back in the day, because I wasn't conscious of things you do. I'm not going to try that again because I got burned, right? Your mind's telling you get burned. So the thing is with that, when you have a failure, it's going, well, there's something wrong in there. There's something that happened that wasn't quite right. You didn't take the right steps. It wasn't the right time in terms of what you were doing. So that time you were trying it, you're learning. So think about it, it's like driving. So when you're driving your car, you don't just get into a car and you drive it, right? You have to have the lessons. You're going to make a lot of mistakes. You're going to shift gears. You're going to crunch the gears. You're going to stop when necessary. You're going to go a little bit. Maybe swerve a little bit. You're not going to park right. Exactly the same thing. You're not going to learn. That's why you have someone with you. That's why you have like an instructor. Also, when you're a baby, you don't just drop out and start walking, right? You don't just drop out and start doing it. You learn. You learn by falling. You learn by doing all the different things. Like little babies, they start to rock, don't they? They start to rock. They start to roll, and then they start to crawl. Right? They start to get a bit more braver because they say, well, actually, I can move. Right? All this is happening. This brain's amazing. They start to crawl. Then they start to lift themselves up and trying to pull themselves up on furniture, right? But if they take a few steps, they fall. I've got a couple of daughters, right? I saw this all happen. They get up, they fall, they get up. What do? They don't go, what we just said, they don't go, hey, I'm just going to give up now, I'm not going to bother. No. No, they get up again and again and again. And we tend to lose that as we go through our adult lives, as we go through our school, we get friends and environments, we've got these stories, we get people maybe in authority figures, right? We get teachers that you're not going to do that. If you've got a pipe dream, you're never going to achieve that. Think about it. If Steve Jobs was told by a teacher, you're never going to do that, right? And he gave up, right? You'd never have Apple. If something was happening to Bill Gates and someone told him you're never going to do that and he believed that, he'd never build Microsoft. That wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have happened. You wouldn't be now building, having the Melissa Gates Foundation. I think it's Melissa Gates, correct me on that one. For that foundation that helps people. That wouldn't happen. And the reason these things happen is because they believed they could do it. They felt inspired. They felt, I can do this. Yes, it's hard. Yes, it's super difficult, but that's the point. If it was easy, if everything you were doing was easy, it wouldn't be rewarding. You wouldn't feel that visceral, I'm very proud of that. And that's where you face your cliff. That's what you do. So all these people that you look up to, whoever it is, look at their story. Take Oprah Winfrey, for instance. Again, super speaker, had a massive talk shows, amazing individual. She grew up wearing potato sacks. She had, I think it was her auntie or mum said, you're going to be a maid. Don't have all these big dreams. But she wanted something different. Life will ask you questions, and you will ask of life what you want of it. It's whether you're prepared to step into it, whether you're prepared to go near the cliff edge, whether you're prepared to step over and go into that, jump into that beautiful lagoon that's got all those things waiting for you. And I told you last week about my cold shower. I did another one this morning. It's horrible looking at that shower, but I did it, boom, and now it's getting easier. And every time you jump, every time you move closer to the mountain, every time you take a step, you're building the muscles, right? You're building the muscles, you're building that resilience, you're building your mindset, because life's not going to give you the things you want until you're ready in here, because you've got to be ready. You've got to be ready for your next step. And the only way you can do is by preparing, by stepping in, by jumping in. And you know those big scary goals, big scary things that people are going to tell you over and over again. Maybe this experience, like we said, like the stories you're telling yourself, all the narrative that's going on here, you need to examine that. Because the thoughts that you think are the things that are going to come to fruition, right? Everything you've done has started with a thought. You need to examine them. Why are you saying the things you say to yourself? You look in the mirror, what do you say to yourself? Are you encouraging yourself? Are you beating yourself down? These are the things that are going to either help you get to where you want to be or not. You've just got to be realistic with yourself. You've got to encourage yourself. So when you're feeling really, really low, right, you're feeling really low, you're thinking, I can't do this, right? And you're never going to step on that cliff edge, you're never going to jump in, you're never going to climb the mountain. Whatever metaphor you want to use, if you're really low and you're beating yourself down, you're no good, you're rubbish, that's not good. When you're in a feeling of low, in a low place, you need to encourage yourself. Say, hey, come on, just take a step. You're doing good. You need to encourage yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. When you're like climbing, and then you suddenly get you start getting really super confident, you feel you're crushing it, that's when you go, how can we be better? How can we push? How can we move on from here? Yes, enjoy the successes, but move on and go, okay, how can we be even better? It's important to be in touch with how you're feeling and how you're thinking, because all those things are going to make a big difference. And this is really around how to be proud of yourself. Even if the thing absolutely fails, crashes and burns, it burns to the ground, you've got to start again, whatever it is, you get up, you start again. And you can be proud of the effort that you put into that, because all that is training, all that is learning. That's like the baby learning to walk, that's like the car driving, if you drive a car, but in the future you won't, right? But that's all that process. We've got to understand that's the process. Failure is a process of learning. And a lot of people don't want to fail. I get a lot of people when I'm in the rooms with people, they don't want to fail, they step away from it. But the thing is, if you're going to win, you're going to have to fail a lot. How do you think all these successful people got to there? Because they were willing to step in. They were willing to take the risk, willing to that. But I'm saying not taking huge risks, not taking ridiculous, crazy risks. It's just about minimizing as much as you can and then stepping in and making it something that you can be proud of yourself that you did. And the best thing to do is whether you're going to do, if you're thinking about, I'm not really sure whether I want to do this or not, fast forward to 90 years old, or fast forward to the end of your life. And you'll say, maybe on your deathbed, or maybe on your rocking chair, whatever you want to say. Maybe you're like sitting outside, enjoying yourself and thinking, wow, I had a fulfilled life. But if you can look back, you can fast forward yourself to that time and go, you look at this point right now, so we're here now, so you fast forward to 90, you look back, you go, if I didn't do that thing, I regret it. You don't want to live with regret. That's one of the things you'll look at, tell you what, if I'd done that, it's too late then. The time is now. Whatever age you are, you're not at the end of your life, right? Whatever age you are, you have a chance, you have an opportunity. I don't care whether you're 60, I don't care whether you're 20, I don't care whether you're 18, 16, whatever. I don't care what age you are, you have a chance. Provided you've got the energy, provided you're watching this, you've got resources, right? Use them. If you've got that, you've got a chance. You've got a chance to do it. So what could be better than living your life every day, getting up, being excited about the thing that you want to achieve? That's what's happening with what I'm doing. Building this is exciting. Having the podcast is exciting. Doing these videos for you is exciting. And even now when I do this video, I sometimes get a little bit of nerves, a little bit of flutter, because I've done it a lot now, but it still comes to me. But that for me is excitement. That for me is knowing that I want to deliver value. So I want you to get value from all this. So let's take the main points away. The main points away to make sure you speak to yourself in a good way. The main points today are to step into the things that are scary and to start to take baby steps into them, to start to move towards it. Every day getting up, having a big vision for your life, looking at the things that you can do, and start with the smallest thing possible that you feel, I can do that. And then, even if it crashes and burns, being proud that you put the effort in, making sure that that's the main key of this. You're being proud of the effort every day that you go. So you look back, you go to sleep, you go to bed at night and you go, I am proud of what I've done. I am proud of this day. I am proud of this hour. I am proud that I've just did this. Okay, so talk to yourself, encourage yourself, and if you're getting really super confident, like I said, hack you better. Life is not about I made it and I'm going to sit back and chill out. Have a little bit of a moment, because that's not going to last forever. You're going to get bored. So don't be bored. You can move on. You can grow. You can grow better. You can get better, get stronger every single day. So I hope this has helped. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love you to click the link here. It's about what are you fighting for. And also I'd love it if you subscribed. Just click here. It'd mean a lot to me until the next video goes live. So take care, keep going, Inspiration Nation, and I'll see you there.